Hi, so in this video I'm going to share with you a really big mistake that most people make with conversations that makes them appear in a negative light in many respects to the other person, and even I still make this mistake, so stay tuned. Hi, I'm Mark Rhodes and welcome back to Massively Improve, the channel that makes personal development and change easy to do. Yeah, there's a really big mistake that most people make in communication and having a conversation with people, and I've got to admit I make this mistake as well on occasions. I still make this mistake despite writing the books on communication and being published in lots of well-known magazines and articles on communication. I still make this mistake from time to time, and it's a mistake that, as I say, most people make, and when you make it, the other person doesn't really like it. So what is it? Well, a conversation starts. Somebody is starting to tell you about something that's happened to them or an experience they've had. This could be a social conversation, it could be a family conversation, it could be a business conversation. This has happened either because you've asked them something like, how did your weekend go, or how was that meeting you had, or how was your day, or they've simply just started to tell you about something that's happened. So they start to tell you, and what happens is, very soon into their story that they're telling you about their experience or what happened, you realise that something similar has happened to you in the past or someone else you know, and then we cannot resist the urge to jump in with our version and what happened to us. Now, as an example, you may say to somebody, so how was your weekend? And the example I always use is someone may say, oh, our weekend was great, we went to the zoo. And then immediately you go, oh, my weekend, I went to football. I'll tell you what happened at football. We've completely, what we call, hijacked the conversation and have now made it all about us, not about them. So we've got to look out for that. It's a natural human thing that we tend to do. And the reason we tend to do it is people like people that they, classically, we hear the phrase know, like and trust. And we like and trust people that we think are the same as us. So when we hear somebody talking about an experience or something they've been through or something that's happened to them, and either something that's happened similar to us or to somebody else we know, we want to share that immediately so that we can say, we're like you, we're like each other, and really build that relationship further. But what actually happens is when you jump in and turn the conversation about you and it's not about them anymore, and you're talking about your experience, you've really, as we say, have hijacked the conversation, and that person now feels that you're not really interested in them and that you'd rather talk about yourself. As I say, it's habitual. I still do it from time to time, but I notice it quite early on. So what do you do when you've noticed it? Well, someone's starting to talk to you about something, you realise that there is something that you've got to say on that because you've had a similar experience, or you've been through something similar, so you want to tell them, and you jump in, you start saying, yeah, that happened to me, and I'll tell you what happened to me, or that happened to my friend, I'll tell you what happened to my friend, and then you realise you're doing it, and all you need to do, and what I do, is just stop yourself and say, hey, but anyway, I'll tell you about that later, what happened with you, and what happened next. And ask them good, inquiring, open questions. So, how did that make you feel? What happened next? Or what do you think you're going to do next time? Or what are you going to do when you see them again? Turn it around quickly, apologise, say, sorry, look, I'll tell you about that in a minute. Tell me more about what happened to you, and just turn the conversation back to them. That's what I do, and it really helps to build those conversation relationships. But as I say, it's really habitual. Most of us do it. I see other people doing it when they're talking to me, and I notice myself doing it from time to time. I do it a lot less these days because I'm conscious of it, and when I do it, I quickly turn the conversation back to them and say, hey, but anyway, I'll tell you about that in a minute. What happened with you? Tell me more about what happened to you. What happened next? What did you do? And questions like that to keep it going. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please give it a thumbs up, like. If you're not currently subscribed, please hit the subscribe button below so that you'll get notified when my videos are released. If there's a bell notification on your device, please click that too, and then YouTube will notify you with every video that I release. I release a new video every Sunday to help you massively improve. I look forward to seeing you in the next video.